wake up.
Hey, what is going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, where today we just have a short video on an update that just got rolled out today. You should have it by now. We kind of have a little hurrah event since Rogue One is on DVD finally, and we also have a message they left at the very end to kind of indicate where this game is heading off to, and we will kind of build some hypotheticals on what that could possibly mean. But let's just quickly look at the notes real quick, and then we'll start talking about all the fun stuff that I think this message might be talking about. So as you guys know, we got a ton of Rebels recently. We still have Sabine rolling out this week. We had Rogue One characters about 3 months ago. They just became free to play not too long ago, and on top of all that, we're getting yet again another Rebel character that is coming from the Star Wars Rogue One movie, since the movie just came out on DVD recently. And for FREE free, you and I can get a 2-star Bodhi Rook, and plus he is going to be added in the Galactic Wars store. It's kind of a bland shipment. We haven't had much. K2SO finally gave us some new stuff, and it's great to see a second character is being added in there. And from the looks of it, it kind of got some interesting things going on, so we'll check out his kit in a moment. But most importantly, we have this here. So it says what's ahead, and it first reads off, with the Phoenix Squadron collected, it's time to rise together. But an Imperial threat rises. That is something I really want to talk about in a few moments, but let's head over to the game, pull out my free character, look at his kit real quick, and then we'll finally get some hypotheticals built up on what that possibly means. So let's go and check it out. So I'm now in the game here, and in the newsletters, they just kind of give you the same thing that was just shown on the forums, but here at least they kind of give you a brief overview on what this guy is going to do for us. First of all, he's going to be a supporting character that can boost their defenses and also lower the evasion of the enemy units. On top of that, he also has the ability to remove turn meter from his enemies and grant it to his squad members. Right there, I don't know what the ability is yet, but if you can remove turn meter, this might be really huge for the Rancor raid. Pair him up with Jyn Erso. Goodness, she's going to be even better in terms of Rancor raid viability. So let's just check this out real quick. So we got some Omega mats, 500 crystals. That is much appreciated. I'm at 529 right now. 500 crystals is definitely great. We got some training droids, purple mats, no Zeta mats, but that's understandable. That's a pretty valuable object, but 500 crystals and an Omega map is definitely something that a lot of people can appreciate. So let's go and unlock this character, and we'll go ahead and read the abilities off in a moment here. So stick around and let's go and unlock this card. And there we go. Let's tap on his lovely face, and boom! I just love the unlocking animation. One of my favorite things in the game. So, alright, so as we said, it's a very clever Rebel support character who can go and help his allies gain turn meters. So let's first check out this first ability. It's known as Call Targets, and what this does is it deals physical damage to a target enemy with a 55% chance to inflict evasion down for 2 turns. I'm not sure what it looks like when it's maxed out. SWGOH does not have the information just yet uploaded. However, it looks like this is kind of like the B2 Super Battle Droid on the basic. It also can apply evasion down on the enemy. Next up, we have Spotter. It's a special ability that has a 4-turn cooldown and also can apply evasion down on an enemy for 2 turns, and this evasion down cannot be evaded, so that's kind of funny. Plus, on top of that, you can target another ally who gains offense up for 2 turns and is called to assist. So this is kind of like Harrison Dula's ability, where she can call someone in to assist, kind of like how backup plan works. If the target ally is a rebel, then Bodhi gains 6% turn meter, and I suspect that turn meter increase will constantly go up. So it looks like he will be in battle frequently, applying evasion down, and hopefully calling in Spotter a lot. So now that I went and geared him up and leveled him up a little bit, we're able to see these last 2 abilities, and with this ability, Intercept Communications, he can remove 6% turn meter from all enemies, doubled if the enemy is an Empire, which can't be evaded. So turn meter removal no matter what, and all allies gain 4% turn meter, doubled on Rebel allies. I've already looked at how this ability gets upgraded, and at the very most, he's going to remove 10% turn meter from the enemies and 20% turn meter if the Empire is at the enemy side of the field. So that means 20% turn meter per enemy. That's a lot of turn meter being removed, and likewise that's a decent amount of turn meter being gained by rebels, and a lot of rebels are pretty fast in this game, so that's something that's probably going to be somewhat useful if you want to try to get out there faster for your rebels. Lastly, we have double duty here, and pretty much what's going to happen, it seems like, is that this guy, as long as he's on the field, he's going to grant offense and defense, 25% defense at the very minimum for your rebel allies, and when you max it out, it looks like he's going to grant offense up for 2 turns to a random ally who doesn't have it. But instead of foresight, this guy's granting offense up to some random allies who do not have it. So overall, it seems like this guy is going to be a pretty interesting character to have, especially for the Rancor raid. I'm seeing so many possibilities with this being amazing with Jyn Erso because of his turn meter removal, as well as the fact that he can give turn meter to his fellow rebel allies. So that's going to be great. Definitely, I think it might be a good farm choice, especially if you have nothing else to do. I'm going to keep working on K2SO, and after I'm done, I'll probably farm him, but for a lot of people, I think this might be a very great Tebow-like rebel to use in the Rancor raid. But what I really want to talk about now, guys, is this whole Imperial threat rising. I have a couple ideas on what this might be. It's not official by any means, just me kind of bouncing around some ideas in my head. Let me know if you guys think I might be right or far off, but this can go either 2 ways. One, I'm probably leaning that this is going to be a brand new character that's coming out, or brand new characters coming out, because we just had a bunch of rebels from the Phoenix Squadron get released. We might also see some Empire characters from the Rebels cartoon series get released to kind of balance how the whole game's kind of running. You got all these rebels, now we got to release some Empire characters. That's my probably #1 thought, and with that idea, there's a couple characters that come to mind that could come to the game if we assume that idea is true. The first one is Grand Admiral Thrawn, a very popular character. For you guys who don't know it, you probably have seen the blue face somewhere. That's kind of iconic to him. Once you say blue face Empire, people are like, oh, the guy from Rebels. That's my first idea. The other idea that I'm kind of running in my head is the Grand Inquisitor. He's a really awesome looking character. That would be super cool to see him in this game. And as you know, if you know the definition of an Inquisitor, just from our natural human history, the whole point of an Inquisitor is to kind of eliminate something that the state doesn't want in some way, or some other organization wants to eliminate. And in this Rebel series, the Inquisitor's role is to eradicate the rebels. The last idea that I have, and I don't think it's too far-fetched for the game, it's just probably not likely this is the update where it's going to happen, is maybe a Death Star ship's raid. The Death Star is considered an Imperial threat. It was an Imperial threat for the entire galaxy. It can destroy worlds, essentially. So we don't know the exact definition of what an Imperial threat rising is. Could be the development of the Death Star, or it just could be these brand new characters coming into the game to kind of counterbalance all these Rebel characters that we have as of now. But you guys let me know. Do you think I'm on target about this? Do you think something else is going on here? Let me know down below, and I'm working on my next in-depth ships review, so hopefully you're looking forward to that. And as always, guys, be sure to like, comment down below, and subscribe for more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content, and we will talk again soon. Peace out.